right, we are back with the sign of Cancer. I was trying to say just the sun signs and tropical, but these readings are kind of turning out to be for those that not only have this particular sign. So I'm just going to say general read for anybody with the sign of Cancer in their chart. Tropical or Vedic, either way. Messages. Sign of Cancer. All right. Give me a second to check a couple of these. As I said in the other readings, this is a new deck. So let's see here what we got. Princess of Swords. Okay. Okay. So my son is home. He was with his dad for a little bit, so forgive some of the noise you hear. He's upstairs playing. Ooh, Cancer. This is really nice so far. I'm coming, y'all. I said this is sometimes it takes you a second to get used to a new deck when you get a new one. So I took it right out the box and got busy. So. Okay. All right. So, wow. This is a highly spiritual reading for you, Cancer. Highly spiritual. Cancer, you just did some kind of major transformation, an internal one. This is a transformation that nobody could really see from the outside, but you knew it was happening. But people are starting to see the change now, though, or they're going to. But I see a person that, I don't know, people totally, they didn't really know who you were. They truly didn't understand who you were, seriously. They thought they was dealing with a regular person. Family, friends, acquaintances, co-workers, love interests, they thought they was dealing with a regular person. You are not a regular person. You are not a normal person. You are almost not human. Like the transformation that has happened. And this is going back to maybe like adolescent years, when we first start paying attention socially to what people think of us. Those that have known you for years, up until people that just met you, almost every single person, including parental figures, authority figures, just about every single person had no clue who you were and what kind of true manifester and magician they was really dealing with. And some people fucked up. They messed over you really bad. And in this upcoming Libra season, when Saturn goes back direct and it's time to get karma. These people are going to get karma for lack of judgment. There are some people who they actually kind of had an idea of who you were, but they just refused to believe it. But your ancestors, they watched you from a child. Like, they watched you and they are so proud of you. Like, I almost feel like crying a little bit right now. That's just how deep this reading is right here for you, Cancer. Like, wow. And I mean, you have been done wrong. You have been done dirty. And most of it was from those that are closest to you. You know, you've had more luck with perfect strangers. You know, man, but you are like a freaking X-Man. Like, people didn't know who they was messing with, and they starting to see, and like, ain't nothing they can do about it. There's nothing they can do, you know. So let me show you these cards. So first, this is the Two of Sacred Circles, okay. Princess of Swords. Isn't that a beautiful card? Okay, that's you, Cancer, too. Eight of Cups. You know, walking away from some things. Transforming onto something new. Princess of Cups. Queen of Sacred Circles. So I like to tell you what the cards are. I don't necessarily look at the written meaning, even though I do understand traditional tarot. I'm more of, it seems like my intuition is more keener with oracle cards, and so sometimes the pictures spark your intuition and you understand the storyline. It may line up with the written traditional meaning of the card, and it may not, you know. Ten of Swords. Look at all those swords. Look at all that backstabbing. Look at all them backstabbing. And, you know, these were cowards too, because you see how you can barely see the person's face. You can, but you can't. These is not people that was just in your face. Like, no, these was cowards, Cancer. These is people that did stuff sneaky and underhanded because they was too, you know, much of a bee, you know, to come to your face and tell you how they really felt, or have a conversation with you to get a clear understanding of you. You know what I'm saying? And where you was coming from. They chose to do a bunch of sneaky stuff. You see what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So people that do stuff like that, you know, even if they dabbled in some black magic on you, that's a hoe right there. That's a pussy. You know what I'm saying? You got to resort to this background kind of stuff to deal with me instead of just walking up to me and dealing with me in my face. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You's a coward. You know what I'm saying? So look at all these knives. You know what I'm saying? And I said it came from people that were mostly closest to you because of the structure behind here. That kind of gives you an idea of like, you know, the house, home, you know what I'm saying? So most of the dark people were people that were in your family. And then you got the Magician, okay? Ultimate Manifester, you. And then you got the Hermit, the wise one, the learned one. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't mind being alone, doesn't mind standing alone, doesn't really care how people think, feel, know when to act, know when not to act. Like, this is the sage right here, you know, the wise one. So, and you might, you know, be a little bit of, you know, isolative towards yourself, if that's a word, because you understand your energy. You can't be around everybody. And a lot of people, you understand, don't like you because of who you are. So you're a person that tends to stay to yourself a lot. Okay, so, man, this is like, whoa. So I pretty much gave you the reading before I even showed you the cards, but something happened. You know, there was you see how this and this is like, not, you know, it's joined together to kind of give you the infinity. You know what I'm saying? Something has finally come into balance and harmony. This is using spirit. This is your physical self here and now. These two have been able to, they're now balanced and incorporated into one another. Like they're in an alignment. They're in sync with, one another. And so when that happened, it caused you to really go into a real deep meditative state and think about some things. You took some time to learn some things. While everybody else was doing this stuff here, you were meditating, learning, you know what I'm saying, bettering yourself, coming up with new ideas, just trying to make yourself better. And you see, there's nobody in here but you. Like, you was dealing with the truth. You started understanding most of these people are not here for you. You know what I'm saying? It's just you. Look at this beautiful sun back here, right? So, and you made some decisions to walk away from some things, some people, places, and just move on to something else. You know what I'm saying? You are unapologetic. Like, you truly are not turning your back. You could care less. Okay. And you're learning your craft. You're understanding who you are as your natural abilities and talents. Like, is full blown right here. You know what I'm saying? This is a beautiful, beautiful card here. You know what I mean? Like, you can do whatever. You can do whatever. Very closely, you're very close to the earth, very aligned with nature, and the earth right here. So your ancestors always knew who you were, though. They watched over you. They've been there. They've never left you whatsoever. You see, like, what is this? Like, I don't want to, what is that? But anyway, so a lot of times hair represents wisdom. Like, this baby was born with wisdom. Look at all that hair. You know what I'm saying? This baby knew what was up from the jump. You know what I'm saying? This is a special person right here. You know what I'm saying? This is a pure person right here. You're definitely a chosen one. Okay. And then you had, as you start growing up, you met these things, these people and all this stuff, but it didn't stop you. You might have fell off for a little bit, but again, no matter what, this person, this baby was always destined to be this. It was nothing these people would ever be able to do to stop that. Okay? Even if you did veer off, it was cool because it taught you something. You know what I'm saying? It taught you something. Whatever you might have done to fall off, it taught you something. So it's all good. And it's like, this is beautiful right here. Like, people can come to you now for advice. They can come to you for help. Like, you're the person that people need now. All these people that did this shit here, they're gonna need you. Okay? And guess what? You can determine who you want to help and who you don't. Because you're the magician. You can do what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? You can show mercy to people that you want to, and you could deny those that you don't want to show mercy to, and let them suffer. You know what I'm saying? Because you've done the work. You feel me? This is not easy to do. You know what I'm saying? You did that work, and you didn't care, but you had your own sword. You know what I'm saying? You could have took these people down at any moment, anytime you wanted to. You could have put somebody on blast. You could have did this, but you didn't. You stayed focused on you, what you were supposed to be doing. So these people, they pretty much fell on their own swords. Okay. So that is very beautiful, Cancer. You keep doing what you're doing, and walk in your power. Don't be afraid to walk in who you are now, because you earned it. You rightfully earned it.